They get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Let's bring it. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Yellow. 480. 57 to Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, lady. Keep it up. 15, 15. Wide, get wide.
Now here's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton, and the Chiefs are going to get him. Reggie Ragland. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Watch out for Hill on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Geno Atkins getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go. 57 to Mike.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Geno Atkins. Who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Mike. Leave. I got 368.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here's Hill on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Mahomes now on 1st down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Try to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. From the 31, Mahomes. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, 57 color, 57 color. Check, Mike 57, Mike 57.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Erickson now to return. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Dalton here from the gun. This will be caught at about the 5. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We're back now in KC. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. The Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. They begin the drive with Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the toss, Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 16. Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Let's get off the field, D. 43! 43! Echo!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sean Williams.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Dalton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw here, Dalton. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Sean Williams that time in on the stop. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
All day, baby, all day.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Carl Lawson in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One final try for Mahomes. And And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3